Brodes Media.
Let me tell you something about a Victory Monday. It's the fucking best. It's the best. The coffee tastes even better. Coffee's the best in the world as it is. It somehow elevates. It somehow tickles my nuts. When a Monday rolls around, it's around 8, 9 a.m. It's crispy outside because we're ready for Christmas. And the birds are rolling through 8 dubs. They bring the physicality to Baltimore, where the Ravens didn't even know that it was possible to have another gear. They thought they had the top end all be all. That's what they thought they had. Now they're realizing, oh shit. Wait a second. That's championship caliber. That's, I'm going to maul you. And in the fourth quarter, Saquon is hitting prime Saquon. So let me get this straight. The defense is clearly diminishing each snap. And Saquon's going in the complete opposite direction where he's finding his groove. There is no one in the world that has a formula that can truly stop this brand and this sustainable way of winning football games. I don't see a team out there. This is gnarly. This is something that people don't see. And the amazing part is, everything we're describing right now, the tier that this offense is in when they run for 4 quarters, the full game. Look at the full game. It is a gross way of winning. It is nasty work. It's that tough football nails. That's what it's about, being nails. It's real. It's legit. As great as it is, the defense is doing the same damn thing. Washington, LA, now what we just witnessed against the Ravens, these point per game numbers and these numbers in general that Vic Fangio is giving up, that's otherworldly. A lot of these touchdowns at the end are super trash and irrelevant. It's even better than the numbers indicate, is my point. They're playing so great that even the numbers that are great as is, they're great numbers. It's even better than that. Lamar Jackson looked confused running to the sidelines multiple different times. The cameras showed that he was getting angry and pissed off. He was getting bothered, whether he was upset with himself, whether he's upset with receivers, whether he's upset because Justin Tucker misses his 900th, 700th, 500th kick in the season. You know what I mean? Jesus, spit it out. But you get my point. They're doing it on both sides, and the leadership is stepping up. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is who brought the entire sideline together and started to get everybody where they needed to be set at. No? After that dialogue, after that talk, after that communication, they were set. They were good to go. You're down Brandon Graham. You're down Darius Slay. You're down very important pieces to who is vocal on this team. Who has minutes logged in, snaps logged in. And C.J. Gardner-Johnson is rallying. Someone has to do it. And not only does someone have to do it, but it has to hit. It needs to actually stick. It needs to motivate. Sometimes guys in the room do it, but you know, and you know the person next to you, kind of just like, nah, that wasn't it. It was a good attempt, but not really. But that wasn't it. It's actually forming what's expected. And to Nick again, good for you. Good for you. Enjoy it, because you deserve it. I know job's not done. I know after the game he said we're right back to business, and there was a good response from the room because they all have their eye on the prize. Okay, they all have the same goal in mind. They're hungry. They're determined. They want it bad. They do. Double-digit lead. Super Bowl against the Chiefs. Double-digit lead. Super Bowl at halftime against the Chiefs. Double-digit lead. Jalen Hurts, Pat Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs. I believe there is this collage that nonstop plays in Nick's head, in Howie's head, and in Jalen's head. Howie Roseman, I'll never forget that press conference for the first time after they did not win that championship. Howie Roseman looked so defeated. He looked so down. He looked so sad. He looked so heartbroken because I feel he thought I had a second one coming. And knowing what that awful taste like is in their mouths, man, they are bringing piss and vinegar. It's just what they do. And Nick Sirianni, he has this squad playing so physical. They just brought it to the Ravens. It's a big deal. It's a huge deal. And the last 3 games have been a big deal. Washington, good team. Rams, good team. Ravens, great team. The Eagles are 3-0. How about this crazy stat from Dave Zangara? All right. Ravens have allowed 63 yards. That's the highest person to run against them this year, which was Najee Harris. And Saquon had 63 yards in the fourth quarter on Sunday. So the most any running back in 4 quarters of play, 1, 2, 3, and 4, added up, combined, 63 yards. Saquon in the fourth quarter alone, when it's winning time, had 63 yards. He finished with 107 for the day. He cleaned up in the final frame because nobody has what it takes physically, conditioning-wise, to hold up. And once again, the flip side is, look at our defensive tackle, Jalen Carter. Look at the snaps he's playing, and look at what he's doing in those snaps. This level of dominance is all-time. What Jalen Carter's doing. All-time defensive tackle dominance. All-time. So what lanes are opening up all throughout the defensive pressure because of the attention of, this kid cannot do it again. I'm sorry. We have to put every single set of eyeballs on this guy because if not, we're screwed. And even when you do put everybody's eyes on him, you're screwed. He's everywhere. It's so hard to even go through talking about all the players that performed so well because then I'd have to talk about 53 men. Even our punter is getting the love for fantastic punting and pinning the Ravens back. This is one of the most insane offenses in NFL history heading into this game. They're putting up numbers that are in a different planet. And what happens? Lamar Jackson showing that he's angry, showing that he's mad, showing that he's upset, showing that he's pissed. Because nothing's clicking, nothing's working. They're so used to being able to hit that gas pedal and vroom down the street. The problem is the road's closed. There's traffic cones everywhere. And you're too much of a little bitch to barrel through. Because when you try to barrel through, here's Landon Dickerson, Cam Jurgens, Mekhi Becton. I love Mekhi Becton. I can't even compare this O-line to other O-lines because I'm a prisoner of the moment. But I remember Brandon Brooks at right guard and how much he would pancake human beings every week. And now Mekhi Becton's over there. And this line is so dominant. It's so dominant. We do have a little bit of upsetting news after this game, though. Looks like Dallas Goedert is going to be week to week with a knee, and that's no good. This guy is a Band-Aid right now. I mean, there's just no sugarcoating it. I love Dallas Goedert. He's a phenomenal tight end, but let's be honest, he has a very difficult time staying on the field. I feel every single year we're talking about something happening, whether it's his fault or not. Someone pulls you down by your tricep or pulls you down by your shoulder on the sidelines and then something happens, then yeah, I mean, it's not your fault. I'm not saying it is, but I'm telling you that he's missing way too much time to rely so much into him. I like what Alcantara has done when you needed to utilize him in a pinch. I do think that he's done some good things. I'll tell you what. I just wonder about where this Dallas Goedert experience goes because there's no way in hell I could put a full ton of faith in his availability. When he's on the field, though, it helps this team like no other. It's just a reality, though. So